Sunny Digital.
What you got? Racks on racks on racks. He got racks on racks on racks. We got racks on racks on racks. Let go. Hey, we got racks on racks on racks. She got racks on racks on racks. They got racks on racks on racks. Got campaign going so strong.
What up, baby? This is the Voice of Meco, episode 2. And I'm not gonna start all that talking like I did last time. So today, some things happened. And it got me on a topic of talking about children and kids. And how should you discipline your kids? So I was in this store and this old lady stopped me and she was talking about some young kid that was 11 years old and how he doesn't listen. And one of the things that she said is he grabs things and don't put them back, even if you tell him not to. She said one day the young kid was in a farm barn and I let him ride a little ATV or tractor or whatever, and she told him to move the lawnmowers before he drives it. She said the kid walked by the lawnmowers, it was 2 of them, and just ran it over with the little ATV and destroyed her $400 lawnmower. If that was my child, his ass would have got whooped. That's what would have happened, baby. But I'm a little different. So she was talking to me, figuring out what she should do, and it wasn't her kid, she was just keeping them. Also, she said that the young kid swung at his mama. And then she said that mama hit the kid and knocked him down. She said she don't normally whoop the boy. And and she was trying to explain to me, he over-exaggerated like he was hurt, but he really wasn't. I told her, I was like, if my child would have swung at my wife, I would have swung a bat and busted him upside of the head. And that's not mean. That's just some kids are just ridiculous sometimes. Some kids are raised a certain way and they don't get the discipline that they need. And then at 11 years old, he's doing these things. That is ridiculous. That's unacceptable. And so later on in the segment, I'm gonna have some people, tell me what they feel or how they feel kids should be disciplined. I'm gonna whoop my kids. I'm not gonna beat them, but I'm gonna whoop them. You have to get disciplined as a child. All this new world, no abuse and no whipping your kids, they can go, shh, excuse me. They can leave me alone because I don't have time for it. My child gonna get a spanking and he gonna remember, don't do it again. Automatically, systematically. That's what it is, baby. So, while we're talking about kids, yesterday I was at the wash house because of course my house is flooded and I don't have a washer and dryer, and it rained real hard up here, and everybody that knows about my night, it was flooded real bad. So the sewer systems were drained up. So with that said, it rained very hard, and by the sewer system and the drainage system being stopped up, it flooded on one of the streets. Now, I saw these 3 kids going swimming in flood water on the side of a street that probably was filled up by sewer water that had doo-doo and pee-pee all in it. Now, I wasn't able to catch the kid when the little boy got down. First of all, he ran outside in his pajamas. He went outside and said, "I'm gonna swim." And he got on his knees and he started to swim like a swan. And his 2 feet puddle flood of a road of water. No telling if it was doo-doo or water in it. And I want y'all to watch this video.
This is not what's up. They got that water.
Alright, now, if y'all saw that video, what in the hell was wrong with them kids? If those was your kids, what would you have done if you'd have walked outside and you saw Junebug and Doodoo and Skeet Skeet out there playing in some flood water that's come from a sewer drain? I would have got me a switch, a belt, and a BB gun, and I would have went to work. I bet they wouldn't have went swimming in no flood water no more. I would have got them a little swimming pool, Family Dollar, filled it up with rainwater, like swimming this, baby. Do that. So I have some people here, or a person here that was just going to answer this question, and we'll see what they have to say about how you think they should discipline their kids, baby. I'll be back. All right. I got Jabari here from Pensacola. He live up here in mine now. So Jabari,
Yeah.
the question was, how do you think kids should be disciplined? What do you think? You got kids?
Nah.
All right, we gotta make this real quick.
Yeah, make
'Cause
it
you know,
real
people get lazy sometimes.
Yeah.
They don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, answering the questions. I mean, watch my video. So, how do you think kids should be disciplined?
They should be disciplined like we was.
And how are you disciplined?
You know, we were disciplined like if you mess up, you get taught that you would mess up, so you get disciplined there. You know what I'm saying? You get a spanking, you get a whooping, you got all that, you know.
You get. So if you did wrong, your mom beat your butt.
Yeah. So you taught me a lesson, you know what I'm saying? Because now these days kids, they don't get whooping, so it's okay for me to do this. So I'm doing it again, and as older they get, they keep doing worse and worse. And which is worse, not a word. Scratch that, y'all. But
Nick, oh, excuse me, I almost said the wrong word, baby. You sound like you still need some whoopings.
look, I'm from Florida. Y'all know me country.
Oh.
But you know what I'm saying? First is stealing cane out of stores. Next is robbing banks and stuff. You know what I mean?
So okay, just make it real quick. How do you think kids should be disciplined? Should you think no, time out, punishment? What do you think?
Spread a wide spoil a child.
Spread a rod, spoil a child. So
Yeah.
you think kids too spoiled?
Yeah, these days they spoil.
All right, baby. Oh well, thank you. All right, we got Asia, and she's gonna give her opinion on the same topic. So Asia, tell me, how do you think kids should be disciplined?
Kids should be spanked. I don't think you will learn a lesson by going into timeout or not something physically being done to you, some type of fear being put in your heart. In the Bible, I mean, if you're not Christian, that's okay, but in the Bible it does state, spare the rod, spoil the child, meaning that if you spare a spanking, they will be spoiled and they will not know what it's like to take responsibility for what they have done. So, I mean, I got whooped when I was a kid. Sometimes it may not have been right, but I know if I ever have a kid, I know I will spank them. And I mean, you don't even have to spank them. You can have them do military drills or something. As long as they know that what they've done is wrong and that they get that and it doesn't happen again, I think, you've done what you're supposed to do as a parent. So.
Well, I think that's a good answer. And thank you for your input on that. And I'm sure people will take heed to that. And I'm pretty sure people are going to have their own opinion of what they believe. But thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You have a good day. Yes. So, as you can see, by the two people that we did have, most people believe that discipline is the best way to have your child raised to become something and not a problem. And you see how some parents put their childs on leashes and running around with a 10-foot rope. That's ridiculous. If you don't have control of your child, don't have them. Don't be afraid. Your child is smart. They're not dumb. Just because they're a baby doesn't mean they don't know how to manipulate you. Meaning they're hurt, and you're hurting them more than you actually are because they don't want to get disciplined. Discipline your children. I got beat to death as a young man, and my mom was my mom and my dad, and I turned out to be a great man. So. And that's if my mom didn't discipline me, I would never be scared. I would never come home. I would never be scared to come home with D's and bad report cards and my teacher call. I wouldn't have been scared, so I would have did what I want to do, but I was scared. So, give me your opinions, on the comments. If you find this on Facebook, comment at the bottom of the video. And if you see it on YouTube, of course, comment on YouTube. But I prefer you guys to click on the link and go to YouTube and comment on it. And again, subscribe. Twitter, I'll put it at the end of the video. And of course, my Facebook, Ricardo Morales at facebook.com, however you want to search it. Also, tomorrow's segment, or the next segment, I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow, it's going to be, why do black males normally leave their family more than white males? Or is it that white families hide it? What do you think? We're trying to figure that out. We want to know what you got to say, and we will see about that next time. All right, baby.